Yeah, let me tell you about it. If you get me before 2 p.m, I'm kind of Mr. Altruistic. And if you put a broadsheet newspaper in front of me at an early hour, I've been known to look at the pictures, turn to my wife and say things like, these people should be helped. Yeah, to the extent that I even send off letters to said broadsheet newspapers, putting in my 2 bob's worth. Huh? After 2 p.m, like, I revert back to the sourpuss, curmudgeonly fucking misanthrope that you come to know and hopefully find some affection for.
You love me, Johnny!
But before that, I'm sending off them missives all over the place, put under an alias, Alan Ford, PhD. Alan Ford, PhD, and now, you know, I've made a rod for my own back. I've created this alter ego Frankenstein type monster that shouldn't exist but does, but lives in my body. And now I look at my wife, and this is the most desperate poem I've ever written for this reason. This is desperate because it is, you know, there is no way out here. There's not a chink of hope in it for me. I mean, feel free to laugh, you know, that's my default setting, laughing at other people's problems. It's a gift. I understand it. So feel free to laugh at my expense, but I'm in my default setting here of smiling through the tears. Probably gathered. But now I look at my wife and I think that she reads these letters, and now the natural impulse would be, she's a clever woman, you know, I imagine, but I'm not going to bring it up because if she's never thought this, I don't want to put it in her head. But I imagine she's already thought it. And that thought is, if he knows where all those virtues are, if he can pretend to be Alan Ford, PhD, who, let's face it, is a much nicer person. If he knows where it is, like, surely it is but a short step to becoming Alan Ford, PhD. I imagine this is going through her mind, but I'm not going to bring it up. What, do you think I'm crazy? If she's never thought of it before, she'd be all like, I've never thought of that in my life. But since you bring it up, why can't you take that micro step? See what I mean? You see the kind of problem that I've made for myself that you can't help me with. That every trick cyclist on Harley Street can't even scratch the surface of. And nobody else my own fault. Nobody held a gun to my head and said, create another guy who's nothing like you that your wife will fall in love with. Now she's cheating on me with him. So in an attempt to finally slay this demon that I put inside myself, that's how smart I am. I hope you're not trying to get educated here, because that's how smart I am. This one's called Egghead. With his store-bought haircut and his excellent posture, what's a guy like that gonna cost you? The horn-ring honk in the salt and pepper tweed. He's very clever indeed. Alan Ford, PhD. Took my baby away from me. Egghead. Jimmy College. Professor Loverat, not so solid. Egghead. Jimmy College, you could say he done the knowledge. Who wears a wise guy hat? You can't buy class like that. Seems like the cerebral type puffing on that pensive pipe. Alan Ford, PhD, took my baby away from me. Now look here, and furthermore, are all he ever says. When at home with a weighted home, I imagine he wears the fez. Running through the halls of academe, along with the A-team, why don't I let them be? This time the laugh's on me, but Alan Ford, PhD, took my baby away from me, egghead. Poindexter, sturdy briar for extra texture, egghead. Hector Schmector, friend only to the schmuck detector, friend only to the schmuck detector, silver temples and the ghost of a beard. All slightly engineered, he turns women weird, my pitch is queered, even I can see, and I don't even have a GCSE. Alan Ford, PhD, took my baby away from me.